Oh, sige. Pero ano na tayo? Start na tayo.
Opo, kasi hindi din naman sila.
Oh, sige. Okay. Isang mapagpalang hapon po sa ating lahat. I call the 18th regular session of the 12th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Isabela into order. Please stand for the invocation and national anthem po.
Nilulwalhati ka namin, O Diyos Amang nasa langit. Kami ngayon'y sumasamo, dinggin itong aming awit. Buksan ang iyong kaharian, at sa lupa ay liwanagan. Mahal naming Isabela, yakapin mo at alagaan. Bigyan kami ng lakas sa bawat hamon ng buhay. Sa aming mga sala ay patawarin, tulad ng pagpapatawad namin. Ilayo kami sa tuksong mapanghalina, ipagsanggalan sa lahat ng masama. Aming diwa'y punuin ng pagpapala, at bantayan ng mga anghel sa lupa. Isabela, naming lalawigan, nawa ay inyong patnubayan. Gayon man, Diyos naming mahal, ang nais niyo ang kasumbungan.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Magsiupo po tayong lahat. Miss Secretary, please do the roll call.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For today's session, we have the Honorable Evan J.C. Diaz, Honorable Emmanuel Joselito B. Añez, Honorable Ed Christian S. Go, Honorable Angelica L. Reyes, Honorable Jose T. Panganiban Jr., Honorable Ramon Juan N. Reyes Jr., Honorable Clifford R. Raspado, Honorable Abigail V. Sable, Honorable Manuel Faustino U.D., Honorable Jonathan Jose C. Calderon, Honorable Marco Paulo A. Meris, Honorable Amador A. Gafud Jr., Honorable Maria Katrina Jessica G.D., Honorable Antonio S. Wee, Honorable Catherine Joy L. Legaspi, and the Honorable Vice Governor Francis Faustino A.D. Your Honor, I hereby certify as to the presence of a quorum.
With the Secretary's certification of a quorum, I've now formally called this session into order. Bago po ang lahat, dumaan ng isang napakalakas na bagyo noong nakaraang linggo. At gusto kong magbigay pugay po sa ating minamahal na alkalde dito sa siyudad ng Kawayan, Mayor JCD. Palakpakan naman po natin. Kasama ng lahat ng mga konsihal, city councilors dito, headed by our Vice Mayor Benji D. At ganun din po sa lahat ng lokal na pamahalaan dito po sa City of Kawayan at sa lahat po ng ating mga frontliners. Gusto ko lang po i-congratulate kayo for doing a job well done sa lumipas na bagyo. Dahil dito po, hindi lang dito sa inyong City of Kawayan, kundi sa buong lalawigan ng Isabela, zero casualty po tayo. Kaya palakpakan po natin ang bawat isa. The Honorable Floor Leader is hereby recognized.
Your Honor, for the reading and approval of the minutes of the previous session, I move to dispense with its reading and approve the same, subject to any corrections submitted to the Secretariat.
There's a motion on the floor. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Next item, Mr. Floor Leader.
Your Honor, for question hour and appearances, let us ask the assistance of the Secretary.
Ms. Secretary is recognized.
Your Honor, for this session, we have with us the officials of the City Government Unit of Kawayan, Isabela, along with the officers of the Liga ng mga Barangay, Kawayan Chapter, and the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation, Kawayan Chapter, youth leaders, and other invited guests. The august body shall conduct public consultation with them later in today's session. We also have with us today the national winners in the Philippine Sangguniang Kabataan Awards 2025 to receive their plaque of commendations. Also present, Your Honor, is Ms. Maria Elena J. Sumisim for her remarkable achievement in placing third in the August 2025 Environmental Planner Licensure Examination, and Mr. Romniel Pagirigan Bayukan of City of Ilagan, Isabela, for placing fifth nationwide in the October 2025 Certified Public Accountants Licensure Examination. Ms. Sumisim and Mr. Bayukan will be formally recognized and honored in today's session for their exemplary achievement that have brought pride to their families and to the entire province of Isabela.
To all our distinguished guests, we thank you for your presence and participation po sa ating session ngayong araw po na ito.
Your Honor.
The Honorable Floor Leader is recognized.
Your Honor, I respectfully move for the suspension of our plenary rules to allow this august body to formally recognize the winners in the Philippine Sangguniang Kabataan Awards 2025, as well as the top 3 passers in the August 2025 Environmental Planner Licensure Examination and the top 5 passer in the October 2025 Certified Public Accountants Licensure Examination for their outstanding achievements.
There is a motion for the suspension of our plenary rules. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Rule suspended. Mr. Floor Leader is recognized.
Your Honor, may we now respectfully request Mr. Abdul Mowin Harin Panglima Jr., Santiago City Youth Development Officer in Charge, to receive the plaque commending the Local Youth Development Office of Santiago City for being awarded as the most outstanding local youth development office.
Ms. Secretary is recognized.
A resolution commending the local Youth Development Office of Santiago City, Isabela. Whereas the local Youth Development Office of Santiago, Isabela has been awarded as the most outstanding local youth development office in the 2025 Philippine Sangguniang Kabataan Awards, a distinction that acknowledges its exceptional programs, effective governance, and dedication to empowering the youth. Whereas the provincial government of Isabela believes that every success achieved by any Isabeleño or institution within the province contributes to the pride and progress of the entire province. Truly, ang tagumpay ng Isabeleño ay tagumpay ng buong Isabela. Now, therefore, on motion of the Honorable Catherine Joy L. Legaspi, duly seconded and approved by the members of the present in a session duly assembled, it was resolved as it hereby resolved to pass a resolution commending the local Youth Development Office of Santiago City, Isabela, for being awarded as the most outstanding local youth development office in the 2025 Philippine Sangguniang Kabataan Awards.
Thank you, Mr. Panglima. The members of this august body once again extend their heartfelt congratulations to you for your outstanding achievement. We wish you your continued success in your future endeavors. Mr. Floor Leader is recognized.
Your Honor, next is Honorable Christopher G. Respicio, SK Federation of Santiago City, for being awarded as the most outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan, the Council category, Federation level. May we respectfully request Honorable Christopher G. Respicio to proceed in front and that the Secretary read the contents of the resolution conferring the commendation.
Mr. Secretary is recognized. Please join us.
A resolution commending Sangguniang Kabataan, SK Federation of Santiago City, Isabela. Whereas the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation of Santiago City, Isabela has been awarded as the most outstanding kabataan in the Council category in the 2025 Philippine Sangguniang Kabataan Awards, a prestigious recognition that underscores its exemplary leadership, impactful youth initiatives, and commitment to fostering active participation in community development. Whereas this accomplishment stands as a testament to the dedication, innovation, and unity of the youth leaders of Santiago City, embodying the progressive spirit and excellence that define the people of Isabela. Whereas on motion of the Honorable Catherine Joy L. Legaspi, duly seconded and approved by the members present in session duly assembled, be it resolved as it hereby resolved to pass a resolution commending the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation of Santiago City, Isabela for being awarded as the most outstanding kabataan in the Council category in the 2025 Philippine Sangguniang Kabataan Awards.
Magme-message pa ba sila? Tawagin ko na? Unahin na muna natin. Sige. Mr. Panglima, can we request your presence here again para makapagbigay ka naman ng simple message mo?
Thank you so much, our Vice Governor. In behalf of our City Mayor, Attorney Alisa Sheena Pitan, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude for this commendation to our Local Youth Development Office, ang tahanan na nagkakaisang kabataang Santiagueño. Again, maraming salamat po for this commendation to our 12 sangguniang panglalawigan ng probinsya ng Isabela. And of course, we'd like also to extend this message na sa lahat po ng nanarito ng mga lokal na pamahalaan na bigyan natin ng suporta ang mga local youth development offices sa ating buong probinsya ng Isabela dahil sila po ang tunay na kasangga at katuwang ng mga sangguniang kabataan natin para itaguyod ang kapakanan at ikakaunlad ng mga kabataang Isabelino. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. Panglima. May we request also Honorable Respicio for a message?
To our presiding officer, Honorable Kiko D, to the members of this August Chamber, and of course, special thanks to our SK Federation President of the Province of Isabela, Honorable Catherine Joy Legaspi, we humbly accept the commendation from the 12 Sangguniang Panlalawigan of the Province of Isabela sa ngalan po ng aming kaisa, ang kaisa ng bawat mga kabataan, our Mayor Attorney Shinatan, at sa lahat po ng mga sangguniang kabataang nagkakaisa sa lungsod ng Santiago. Kami po ay lubos na nagpapasalamat sa probinsya ng Isabela dahil kahit po kami ay nakahiwalay, ICC, kaisa niyo po kami sa lahat ng mga tinatahak po ninyong pangarap para sa mga kabataan. Kaya po, muli po naming tinatanggap ang gawad parangal na ito. Ito po ay hindi lang para sa kabataang Santiagueño, but this is also for the province of Isabela youth leaders po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Honorable Respicio. The members of this august body once again extend their heartfelt congratulations to you for your outstanding achievement. We wish you continued success in your future endeavors. Mr. Floor Leader is recognized.
Next is Honorable Lucy Claire Mateo, SQ Chairperson of Barangay Nagasikan, Santiago City, Isabela, for being awarded as the most outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan the Council category, Barangay level. May we respectfully request Honorable Lucy Claire Mateo to proceed in front and that the Secretary read the contents of the resolution conferring the commendation.
Mr. Secretary is recognized. Please po.
A resolution commending the Sangguniang Kabataan Council of Barangay Nagasikan, Santiago City, Isabela. Whereas, the Sangguniang Kabataan Council of Barangay Nagasikan, Santiago has been awarded as the most outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan in the Council category in the 2025 Philippine Sangguniang Kabataan Awards, a prestigious recognition that honors strong leadership, innovative youth programs, and commitment to uplifting the lives of young people with their community. Whereas, the provincial government of Isabela firmly believes that every victory achieved by an Isabeleño or institution within the province contributes to the collective pride and advancements of the entire province. Truly, ang tagumpay ng Isabeleño ay tagumpay na buong Isabela. On motion of the Honorable Catherine Joy L. Legaspi, duly seconded and approved by the members present in the session duly assembled, be it resolved as it is by resolved to pass a resolution commending the Sangguniang Kabataan Council of Barangay Nagasikan, Santiago, Isabela for being awarded as the most outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan in the Council category in the 2025 Philippine Sangguniang Kabataan Awards, attested by all the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan and approved by the Honorable Vice Governor Francis Faustino AD and Governor Rodolfo T. Albano III.
May we request Honorable Mateo for a message?
Thank you po. Good afternoon, Isabelinos. On behalf of our SK Council of Nagasikan, headed by our SK person, Lucy Claire M. Mateo, who is currently in Manila for the Galing Pook Awards, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for this meaningful recognition. It is an honor to stand before you and represent our community, which is Barangay Nagasikan, headed by our punong barangay, Reynante Bautista, with pride and humility. Maraming salamat at mabuhay ang mga Isabelino. Thank you po.
Maraming salamat, Honorable Mateo. Mr. Floor Leader is recognized.
Next is Honorable Eliza Corpus, SK Chairperson of Barangay Rosario, Santiago City, Isabela, for being awarded as the most outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan project. May we respectfully request Honorable Eliza Corpus to proceed in front and that the Secretary read the contents of the resolution conferring the commendation.
Mr. Secretary is recognized.
Same resolution is awarded to Sangguniang Kabataan Council of Barangay Rosario, Santiago City, Isabela. On motion of the Honorable Catherine Joy L. Legaspi, duly seconded and approved by the members present in session duly assembled, as attested by all the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan and approved by the Honorable Vice Governor Francis Faustino A.D. and Honorable Rodolfo T. Albano III, our Governor.
May we request Honorable Valdez for a message?
Magandang hapon po. On behalf of SK Rosario, we sincerely thank the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Isabela for this commendation, and we especially acknowledge Vice Governor Francis Kiko D. for recognizing our efforts in advancing youth governance through our SK project, ESCOR. This commendation is a meaningful reminder that even small, community-rooted initiatives can create real impact when the youth are given space to lead. Patuloy po nitong pinapatunayan na ang aming trabaho sa Sangguniang Kabataan, organizing, empowering, and involving our young people matters to the wider province. Thank you po for this honor. Patuloy po kaming magseserbisyo ng tapat at may puso para sa kabataan ng Barangay Rosario, para sa kabataang Santiagueño, at para sa kabataang Isabelino. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Honorable Valdez. Mr. Floor Leader is recognized.
Next is Honorable Christian James Valdez, SK Chairperson of Barangay Patul, Santiago City, Isabela, for being awarded as the most outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan project. May we respectfully request Honorable Christian James Valdez to proceed in front and the Secretary read the contents of the resolutions conferring the commendation.
Mr. Secretary is recognized.
Same resolution is awarded to the Sangguniang Kabataan Council of Barangay Patul, Santiago City, Isabela, for being awarded the most outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan project in the 2025 Philippine Sangguniang Kabataan Awards. On motion of the Honorable Catherine Joy L. Legaspi, duly seconded and approved by the members present in the session, duly assembled. Attested by all the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan and approved by the Honorable Francis Faustino A.D., Vice Governor and Honorable Governor Rodolfo T. Albano III.
Mr. Valdez is recognized. James Valdez.
Hello. So good afternoon po. Mula po sa Sangguniang Kabataan ng Patul, nais po naming magpasalamat sa lahat ng mga partners, mga beneficiaries, mga sa lokal ng pamahalaan ng lungsod ng Santiago at sa mga naging parte ng aming proyekto. Ang pagtanggap po ng pagkilalang ito ay isang tanda na hindi lamang tagumpay ng Project 6K bilang most outstanding SK project in education and health category. Ito rin po ay simbolo ng mas malaki pang hamon ng bawat SK sa ating lalawigan na makalikha ng mga makabuluhang proyekto para sa bawat kabataan. Naway magsilbing tanda ito na gumawa ng mga programa at proyekto nasisiguraduhing walang may iwang bawat kabataan, lalo't higit pa para sa bawat kabataang Isabelino. Muli po, mula sa Sangguniang Kabataan ng Patul ng lungsod ng Santiago, kami po ay lubos na nagpapasalamat sa pagkilalang ito.
Maraming salamat po, Honorable Christian James Valdez. Mr. Floor Leader is recognized.
Your Honor, next is Honorable Isidro Carmelo Sikian, SK Federation of Benito Soliven, for being awarded as the most outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan the Council category Federation level. May we respectfully request Honorable Isidro Carmelo Sikian to proceed in front and that the Secretary read the contents of the resolution conferring the commendation.
Mr. Secretary is recognized. Please.
On motion of the Honorable Catherine L. Legaspi, the same resolution is awarded to the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation of Benito Soliven for being awarded as the most outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan in the Council category Federation level in the 2025 Philippine Sangguniang Kabataan Awards, as attested by all the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan and approved by the Honorable Francis Faustino A.D., the Vice Governor, and Honorable Rodolfo T. Albano III, Governor.
Honorable Isidro Carmelo Sicyan, may we request a message?
In behalf of Sangguniang Kabataan Federation of Benito Sullivan, we are honored and humbled to receive this recognition from the province of Isabela for our victory in the PSKA. This achievement is not just a win for our federation, but it is a proud moment for every Benito Sullivan youth in the entire province of Isabela. This win and recognition is important to us now that the Sangguniang Kabataan are shaken once again in the midst of, again, talks for abolition. Patunay po ito na sa Isabela, sa Benito Sullivan, at kahit saan sa Pilipinas na ang kabataan ay kayang magtaguyod ng malinis, good governance and progressive youth empowerment at iba't ibang advokasya na magpapalakas sa kabataan. This award reflects a collective effort of every SK leaders, volunteers, and support who tirelessly work to uphold transparency, accountability, and meaningful youth participation. To be acknowledged by our province, by our beloved province, is both an inspiration and a reminder for a greater responsibility as we carry as a young leader. Maraming salamat po sa province of Isabela sa pagkilala at sa aming mga kababayan sa Benito Sullivan para po ito sa inyo at patuloy po na tiwala at suporta. Sama-sama po nating ituloy at ipaglaban ang karapatan ng bawat kabataan. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Honorable Sicyan. The floor leader is recognized.
Next is Honorable Rowan John Domingo, SK Chairperson of Barangay Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela, for being awarded as the most outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan in the Council category, Barangay level. May we respectfully request Honorable Rowan John Domingo to proceed in front and that the Secretary read the contents of the resolution conferring the commendation.
May we request Honorable Rowan John Domingo to come up the stage, please?
On motion of the Honorable Catherine L. Joy Legaspi, the same resolution is awarded to Sangguniang Kabataan Council of Barangay Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela, for being awarded as the most outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan in Council category, Barangay level, in the 2025 Philippine Sangguniang Kabataan Awards, attested by all the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan and approved by the Honorable Francis Faustino A.D., Vice Governor, and the Honorable Governor Rodolfo T. Albano III.
May we request Honorable Rowan John Domingo for a message?
Hello. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat, lalong-lalo na po sa kagalang-galang na tagapangulo, Honorable Francis Faustino D. at sa mga miyembro po ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan na narito po ngayong araw. Isa lang pong bibitawan kong kataga ngayong araw dito. Ang kabataang Isabelino po ay tunay ngang pag-asa, hindi problema ng bayan. Maraming salamat po.
Salamat, maraming salamat. Mr. Floor Leader is recognized.
Your Honor, next is Honorable John Lloyd Ripari, SK Chairperson of Barangay Bugalion Norte, Ramon Isabela, for being awarded as the most outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan in the Council category, Barangay level. May we respectfully request Honorable John Lloyd Ripari to proceed in front and that the Secretary read the contents of the resolution conferring the commendation.
Honorable Ripari, may we request for your presence? And Mr. Secretary, you are recognized.
On motion of the Honorable Catherine Joy L. Legaspi, the same resolution is awarded to the Sangguniang Kabataan Council of Barangay Bugalion Norte, Ramon Isabela, for being awarded as the most outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan in the Council category, Barangay level, in the 2025 Philippine Sangguniang Kabataan Awards, attested by all the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, approved by the Honorable Vice Governor Francis Faustino A.D. and Honorable Governor Rodolfo T. Albano III.
May we request Honorable Ripari for a message?
Good afternoon to our presiding officer and esteemed members of the 12th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of the Province of Isabela. On behalf of the SK Council of Barangay Bugalion Norte and the 1,672 kabataan of our community, our humble community, would like to extend our gratitude for the commendation of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Isa po itong manifestasyon na ang mga kabataang Isabelino po ay hindi lamang namamayagpag dito po sa mga kanya-kanya nating mga barangay, munisipalidad, kundi gayon na rin po sa buong Pilipinas. Patuloy po tayong maninindigan at magpro-promote po ng isang etikal at progresibong paggogobyerno, lalong-lalo na sa mga susunod na mga henerasyon ng ating mga kabataan. Muli, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, especially to our Governor, Honorable Rodolfo T. Albano III. Maraming salamat po and ito lamang po ang gusto kong sabihin.
Maraming salamat, Honorable Reparip. Mr. Floor Leader, you're recognized.
Next is Ms. Maria Elena Sumisim for her remarkable achievement in placing third in the August 2025 Environmental Planner Licensure Examination. May we respectfully request Ms. Sumisim to proceed in front and that the Secretary read the contents of the resolution conferring the commendation.
Mr. Secretary, you're recognized.
A resolution commending and congratulating Maria Elena J. Sumisim for her remarkable achievement in placing third in the August 2025 Environmental Planner Licensure Exam. Whereas, Ms. Maria Elena J. Sumisim, a Project Evaluation Officer at the Provincial Planning and Development Office of Isabela, ranked third in the August 2025 Environmental Planner Licensure Examination, achieving an impressive 86.85% rating. Whereas, this outstanding achievement is a testament to the excellence of Ms. Maria Elena J. Sumisim and her exceptional determination to provide quality and reliable government service, bringing joy and honor to her parents and family, as well as prestige to the provincial government of Isabela. Wherefore, upon the motion of Honorable Angelica L. Reyes, duly approved and seconded in a session duly assembled, it is hereby resolved as it is hereby resolved to pass a resolution commending and congratulating Maria Elena J. Sumisim for her remarkable achievement in placing third in the August 2025 Environment Planner Licensure Examination, approved by the Honorable Vice Governor Francis Faustino A.D. and Honorable Governor Rodolfo T. Albano III.
Ms. Sumisim, may we request a message from you? With the board member and
Hello. Good afternoon po to everyone. I extend my sincere appreciation to the honorable members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Isabela under the leadership, of course, of our Vice Governor, Honorable Francis Faustino D. I am deeply honored po and grateful for this commendation. I would also like to take this opportunity po to express my deepest gratitude to Governor Rodolfo T. Albano III and of course to the Provincial Government of Isabela as a whole for being my professional home for 7 years now. As I reflect on the beginning of my journey in this institution, I take great pride in the growth and direction I have gained, transforming from someone once uncertain of her path into someone who has finally found her place and purpose in public service. Of course, I would like also to thank our PPDC, Attorney Eduardo Arcabantac. Thank you po, sir, for providing opportunities that have strengthened my technical capabilities. But more so, thank you for challenging me to step beyond my comfort zone, which allowed me to develop my mental fortitude and emotional tenacity. To my Familia PPDO, thank you for your continuous encouragement and prayers throughout my journey. And I would also like to take this opportunity po to thank Attorney Noel Manuel Lopez, who took a chance on someone like me who was just trying to find her footing in this world. Thank you, sir, for giving me the chance to take up space and serve the people of the province of Isabela. And also to Ma'am Ann Bulan, who has been like a mother to me. Whenever I feel like I am not living up to the expectations of other people, she was always there to remind me that I am doing good and I'm doing well. And somehow, her words had become a source of comfort for me. Forever grateful for you, Ma'am Ann. And of course, to my family na kasama ko po ngayon, who have witnessed all my hardships and sacrifices, my deepest gratitude po. Maraming salamat po for your unwavering support. You have been my greatest source of strength and comfort, and I am truly blessed to have you by my side as I faced and triumphed over this journey. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. With your indulgence po, gusto ko lang din pong sabihin no, na for me, passing this licensure examination was not just about earning the license. It was deeply personal. It was a promise to myself na if I choose to believe in myself again and my own capabilities more, I can rise above self-doubt and achieve far greater things than I ever imagined. And true enough, no, when you truly want something and work hard for it, the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. That's why I consider myself very fortunate to have been in the right place at the right time and surrounded by the right people who helped me reach this significant milestone in my life. I also credit the success to the strong support of my first Professor Ramsey Pasahol, Professor Jovert Pudan, and my peers, ENP Liana Bay, ENP Odessa, ENP Sara, wonderful people I consider my destiny helpers who planted seeds of confidence in me. With your indulgence po, gusto ko rin pong pasalamatan ng aking mga kaibigan, no? To my UP Kaisa friends, Attorney Ch and Lester, thank you for being my constants. Thank you for always reminding me that I am capable. You have been my steadfast support system, and I am profoundly grateful for your presence during the darkest and lowest points of my life. To ENP Vince, who believed I could top the exam. To ENP John, who has witnessed my entire ENP journey. Thank you, Ading, for speaking my language. To my UPCBA friends, Attorney Lorraine, Jess, and Sam, thank you for helping me keep my sanity. Thank you to Team Fleet, ENP Iking, ENP Rona, and ENP Gian. Thank you for your unwavering support. While I am proud of this achievement po, marami pa po akong kailangang matutunan at maranasan para masabi ko sa sarili ko na isa akong mas kapakipakinabang na ENP ng bayan para sa bayan. Kaya naman po sana sa landas na ito no, ng mas masusing pagtuklas sa mundo ng environmental planning, nawa ay makatagpo pa po ako ng mga taong magiging instrumento po, no? Sa higit pang pagpapalalim at pagpapalawak ng aking kaalaman at pananaw upang patuloy po na makapaglingkod sa ating lalawigan ng may buong dangal at husay. Maraming salamat po at magandang hapon po sa ating lahat.
Thank you, Ms. Sumisem, for a wonderful message. Mr. Floor Leader is recognized.
Next is Mr. Romniel Pagirigan Bayukan for his remarkable achievement in placing 5th in the October 2025 Certified Public Accountants Licensure Examination. May we respectfully request Mr. Bayukan to proceed in front and that the Secretary read the contents of the resolution conferring the commendation.
Mr. Secretary is recognized. Mr. Bayukan.
A resolution recognizing the remarkable achievement of Mr. Romniel Pagirigan Bayukan for placing 5th in the October 2025 Certified Public Accountants Licensure Examination. Whereas, Mr. Romniel Bayukan, who hails from Barangay Bacolod, City of Ilagan, Isabela, is a Bro for Education scholar and a magna cum laude graduate of St. Ferdinand College, Ilagan City, ranked 5th in such examination as he achieved a highly impressive 90.17% rating. Wherefore, premises considered upon motion of Honorable Angelica L. Reyes, duly approved and seconded in a session duly assembled. It was resolved as it hereby resolves to pass a resolution recognizing the remarkable achievement of Mr. Bayucan for placing fifth in the October 2025 Certified Public Accountants Licensure Examinations, approved by the Honorable Vice Governor Francis Faustino AD and Honorable Governor Rodolfo T. Albano III.
Mr. Bayucan, can we request a message from you?
Hello. Good afternoon to the beautiful people of Isabela. After almost 1.5 years of professional review in Manila, it's actually my first time to interact with so many people. And for the introverts like me, it's a little bit overwhelming po. But it's really nice to see those friendly faces, and it's really nice to hear those familiar voices once again. And for those who don't know me, hi, I'm Romuald P. Bayucan po, an ordinary guy from Bacolod, City of Ilagan, Isabela, and I graduated at St. Ferdinand College with the distinction of Magna Cum Laude and Batch Valedictorian. And I recently topped the Certified Public Accountant Licensure Examination, ranking at 5th place in a national level. So finally, yes, I brought home an honor to all Isabeleños, and I can give thanks to the whole hardworking provincial government family. And to formally start my short message before I run out of social battery, please allow me to lend your 3 to 5 minutes of your time. Standing here today, I feel nothing but deep gratitude and joy. Topping the Certified Public Accountant Licensure Examination is truly one of the most beautiful moments of my life. But I know in my heart that I did not get here on my own. Behind this success are people who believe in me, supported me, and reminded me to keep going even when I started to doubt myself. First and foremost, I would like to offer my deepest and most heartfelt appreciation to our beloved Provincial Governor, the Honorable Rodito Albano, which I believe is not here. Governor, you have not only supported me, but you have also inspired me. You've shown me that true leadership is not about power or position, but it's about compassion, service, and a genuine desire to see your people succeed. You have built not just a province of progress, but a community of hope. One where ordinary Isabeleño like me can dream big and make those dreams a reality. And for that, maraming salamat po, Governor. To our ever-supportive Vice Governor, the Honorable Francis Faustino Kiko D. Thank you po, Vice Governor, for your kind words and inspiration. Your humility and dedication remind us that service with a genuine heart is the highest form of leadership. Your support reminded me that no dream is too far when someone believes in you. During the times nga I felt unsure, knowing that you truly cared about the success of the youth, you gave me courage to keep fighting for my dreams. Thank you, sir, for standing with us, the youth, and for your tireless efforts to give every individual a chance to grow and shine. Your work inspires us to use our professions to make a difference, and for that, on behalf of the youth, maraming salamat po. This success isn't just mine. It belongs to everyone who believed, prayed, and stood with me along the way. And as we celebrate this historic blessing, I've come to realize that real education is not shown by medals or titles we earn, but the way we treat other people regardless of their status in life, with respect, humility, and compassion. Because at the end of the day, no matter how far we go or how high we reach, what truly matters is having a good heart, one that remains kind, grounded, and willing to serve. Lastly, allow me to share with you an amazing quote from Pope Francis. Sabi po niya, "Rivers do not drink their own water, trees do not eat their own fruit, the sun does not shine on itself, and flowers do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others is a rule of nature. We are born to help each other no matter how difficult it is. Life is good when you are happy, but much better when others are happy because of you." Once again, from the bottom of my heart, maraming salamat po and mabuhay po kayong lahat.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Bayukan. Mr. Floor Leader is recognized. Before we start, proceed, can we request for all the awardees to come up front with all the board members, City Mayor JC, Benji, and councilors para isang photo op muna tayo bago natin i-continue ang ating session. Dito na lang po tayo sa baba or sa taas. Ha? Dito na lang tapos tanggal natin to.
Sa baba. Okay.
Mr. Floor Leader is recognized.
Your Honor, I move for the restoration of our plenary rules.
There is a motion on the floor. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Plenary rules are restored. Next item, Mr. Floor Leader.
Your Honor, I move for the referral of ordinances, resolutions, and executive orders for review. Your Honor, I move for the approval by omnibus motion the referral of the ordinances, resolutions, and executive orders to the appropriate committees as indicated in the agenda.
There is an omnibus motion referring the resolution, ordinances, and executive orders as indicated in the agenda to the appropriate committees. Any second po? Any objections? Hearing none, motion is approved. Next item, Mr. Floor Leader.
Your Honor, for the proposed ordinances and resolutions, let us ask the assistance of our Secretary.
The Secretary is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. A resolution declaring the third Sunday of November every year as the National Day of Remembrance for road crash victims, survivors, and their families under Republic Act Number 11468 Sponsor, Honorable Ed Christian S. Go, Chairperson, Committee on Transportation.
The sponsor is recognized or co-sponsor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Your Honor, I move for the resolution's approval on the first reading and that it be calendared for second and final reading later in this session.
There is a motion. Any second po? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Next item, Mr. Floor Leader.
Your Honor, for petitions, requests, and other communications, we have none.
Okay, let us proceed to the next item, Mr. Floor Leader.
Under unfinished business, we have none.
Okay, let us proceed to the next item, Mr. Floor Leader.
Your Honor, for committee reports on reviewed measures, I respectfully move by omnibus motion for the approval of all committee reports on reviewed measures as listed in the agenda and for the same to be considered as official act of this body under plenary.
There is an omnibus motion on the floor. Any second? Any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Next item, Mr. Floor Leader.
For committee reports on regular measures, we have none.
Next item, Mr. Floor Leader.
Your Honor, for the business of the day, the resolution is approved on first reading and duly calendared for second and final reading earlier in this session, considering that it appears to enjoy substantial support and that no members raised any objections during the first reading. I move, pursuant to Section 48 of our internal rules of procedures, to dispense with deliberation, interpellation, and debate, and to approve the resolution on second and final reading. Resolution declaring the third Sunday of November every year as the National Day of Remembrance for road crash victims, survivors, and their families under Republic Act Number 11468, sponsored by Honorable Go.
There is a motion to approve on second and final reading the resolution to waive further deliberation pursuant to Section 48 of our internal rules of procedures. Any second po? Hearing any objections? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. The resolution is hereby adopted on second and final reading. Next item, Mr. Floor Leader.
Third reading, Your Honor, we have none.
Okay, next item, Mr. Floor Leader.
Your Honor, under the unassigned business, we have none.
Next item, Mr. Floor Leader.
May we now inquire if any member wishes to avail the privileged hour.
Is there any members who wishes to avail the privileged hour? There being none, we shall now proceed to the next item, Honorable Floor Leader.
Announcements, Your Honor.
Are there any announcements? There being none, please proceed to the next item, Honorable Floor Leader.
Your Honor, there being no other business in the agenda, we may now proceed with the scheduled public consultation with our partners and stakeholders here in the city of Kawayan. As such, I move that we suspend the rules to allow the holding of the said consultation.
There is a motion to suspend the rules for the conduct of the public consultation. Any second? Any objections? Hearing none, the motion is duly approved. Rules suspended. We shall now commence our public consultation with our partners here in the city of Cagayan, Isabela. May we request po ng ating mga local officials or sa ating mga private sectors sa isang ugnayan. So open forum po ito. Kung sino po ang gustong may itanong, may isuggest, may inquiry, may request. Yes, Honorable Mayor JCD is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First and foremost, gusto po nating batiin, of course, lahat po ng kasama po natin ngayon dito ng araw na ito. Of course, to our board members headed by our Vice Governor Francis Faustino D. And of course, to our city officials headed by Vice Mayor Benji D. And all our barangay officials and LGU family. Again, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. At unang-una gusto po magpasalamat at nabigyan niyo po kami ng oras at nabisitan niyo po ang aming lungsod ng Cagayan. At gusto ko din pong segundahan ang inyong sinabi kanina tungkol sa ating mga kasama sa gobyerno na ako din po ay nagpapasalamat especially to our barangay officials on their dun po sa kanilang trabaho itong nakaraang bagyo. At tayo po kami po ay nakaramdam ng magandang trabaho sa bawat isa. Kaya I'm really commending all the barangay officials on their sa kanilang trabaho, sa kanilang oras at sa kanilang sakripisyo nung panahon ng ating sakuna. At inaanyayahan ko po ang lahat ng ating mga kasama po dito ngayong araw na ito na gamitin po natin itong oras na ito para mapaabot po natin ang ating mga concerns sa ating probinsya. Kaya again, muli, inumpisahan ko lang po, Vice Gov, para po let's get the ball rolling. And again, maraming salamat po sa pagbisita at pagganap ng inyong session ngayon dito sa aming lungsod ng Cagayan. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor JCD. Maraming salamat din. Kanina may nababanggit ata ang ating Honorable Vice Mayor Benji D. May gusto ka ba sabihin? Sa ating mga other stakeholders na nandito po, please po, wag po kayong mahiya. Baka may sa ating mga kabataan, may mga tanong, please. Private sectors. Sige na po, wag na po kayo may magtanong. Barangay officials. Halina po kayo. Si Rock and Roll Atienza, baka meron kang gusto sabihin. Meron po ba? Wala ba kayong problema dito sa Cagayan City? Napakaswerte nyo naman kung wala kayong problema dito. Hindi na kayo. Wala na? Nasaan yung mga barangay officials dito? Mga kapitan, taas nga kayong kamay. Wala kayong tanong? Ang kilala nyo na lang yung aking asawa eh. Yung election nyo, tuloy na sa November. Yun ang sigurado next year. Undas pa ata eh, no? Yung schedule. Kailan ba yung schedule ng election nila? Parang November 1 pa ata eh. Okay na po? Si Vice Mayor? Ayan na. Ang tatanong mo. Honorable Vice Mayor Benji D. is recognized.
Thank you po, Mr. Chair. At maraming salamat po na dito nyo ginanap ang session po ninyo ngayong araw na to sa Siyudad ng Kawayan. Nais ko lang pong banggitin, Mr. Chair. Napapanood po kasi namin sa lahat ng live session po ninyo na tinututukan po ninyo ang tawag to, yung mga farm owners po natin dito po sa lalawigan ng Isabela. Makikailan lang po na pag-usapan namin sa tawag sa konseho na kung po pwede po, Mr. Chair, nakikita po kasi natin na lagi na lang pong nabibigyan ng mga benepisyo, ayuda ang mga farm owners kung saan po napag-iiwanan na po ang mga farm laborers or farm workers. Na dapat po nakasama din sila sa mga nakakatanggap ng mga benepisyo po. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat sa inquiry, Honorable Vice Mayor Benji D. Regarding doon sa... Ang RSBSA po kasi, kasama po dyan ang farm laborers, lahat ng mangingisda, pati mangingisda, lahat ng nagsasaka ng palay sa buong Isabela. Kahit ba 10 hectares yan, 100 hectares ang pag-aari niyan from half a hectare. Kasama sila lahat sa RSBSA. Kaya nga po, nung nakipag-ugnayan po kami sa Department of Agriculture, kasama lahat ng sangguniang panlalawigan natin, pati yung sa NFA, ang isang naidetalye nga at napag-usapan, yung mga benefits na nakukuha ng ating mga, yung nabanggit mo, yung farm owners at farm laborers natin. So, una, yung inputs na natatanggap nila. Siyempre, kung ikaw ay may sinasaka, dapat magkaroon ka ng inputs. Pero kung ikaw naman ay farm laborer at wala ka naman sariling sinasaka, parang hindi naman sapat na magkaroon ka ng bigyan ka ng benefits ng inputs. Pero makikipag-ugnayan kami sa DOLE kasi pagkakaalam ko, meron talagang mga programs para sa ating mga farm laborers na tumutulong sa kanila. Lalong-lalo na, syempre, yung mga farm laborers natin, kapag panahon lang ng taniman at anihan, saka lang sila may trabaho. Pero ano na yung in-between? Kaya yun yung mga inaalam natin, pati sa TESDA, makikipag-ugnayan kami. Pero maganda yung nabanggit mo para mas tugunan din natin ng pansin. Ang tanong ko, Apo Vice Mayor, halimbawa kayo dito sa City of Kawayan, meron ba kayong list ng farm laborers nyo na actual?
Sa ngayon po, Mr. Chair, kausap po namin yung head ng agri natin, ng DA natin dito na si Sir Rico. Sabi nga niya na wala pa po talaga tayong programa para sa mga farm laborer or workers.
Hindi, pero ang tanong ko, Apo Vice, yung listahan ng mga farm laborers nyo, kompleto na kayo?
Mr.
Dito
Chair,
sa
sa ngayon po, wala pa po.
Siguro ang suggest ko, kompletuhin nyo na yung listahan nyo. Pero, saan yung ano nyo, agriculturist nyo? Kilala ko yun, nandito kanina eh. Yung city agriculturist nyo. Anyway, anong tawag dito? Siguro ilista nyo na muna kung ilan ba talaga. Tapos siguro kami rin sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan, kausapin din natin yung ibang mga municipality or gumawa tayong ordinance na mag-request tayo ng listahan ng talagang farm laborers. Pero patawag natin ulit siguro lahat ng municipal and city agriculturists para kung paano natin i-define ang farm laborer. Kasi baka, dumami lalo yung listahan pag alam na may ayuda. Di ba? Kaya kailangan ayusin lang na mabuti. Yun lang. Thank you, Apo Vice Mayor.
Thank you po, Apo Vice.
Mayor JCD is recognized.
Mr. Chair, suggestion lang po dun sa na-raise ni Vice. I know naman po na ang funding is usually isa lang kasi ang nabibigay niya na kasi yun din yung naging programa natin. Siguro ang pwede po natin gawin ay doon sa nakukuha nung owner ng lot, dapat meron pong makukuha yung laborer. Kasi mahirap i-define kasi usually yung ganyan na laborer siya. Pero usually we recognize the owner. But kung ganun ang nangyayari, meron siguro pwedeng division of yung donation na nabibigay po dun sa ating mga laborers. Kasi sa katunayan, sila naman po talaga ang nahihirapan dun sa mga sitwasyon. But then again, the owner has the ownership of their lot. Nung lote po. Yun lang po. Thank you po, Mr. Chair.
Just for clarification, Mayor JCD, when you say farm laborer, ito ba yung hinahire nung may-ari nung lupa at para magtanim at magsaka?
Yeah.
Or sila ba yung parang tenant na doon at sosyo sila nung may-ari ng lupa?
Actually, yung usually yan, Mr. Chair, yung tenant po.
Yung tenant na.
Yes.
So, doon po kasi, kung nandito kasi yung city agriculturist, nandito na po kasi sa inyo nakabase ngayon yung RSBSA list at kung sino yung mabibigyan ng tulong. Actually, nasa sa inyo na po yung bola ngayon. So from that, gawin lang ng maayos ng city agriculturist kasi ang pagkakaalam ko with our last meeting, kapag ka landowner lang siya, hindi na siya isasama. Kung meron na siyang tenant na yun yung magtatanim, para lahat ng benefits, ibibigay na dun kay tenant at mag-uusap na lang sila ni landowner kahit ba pareha silang nasa RSBSA.
Siguro, Mr. Chair, kasi hindi kasi nasusunod yun even though ganun nga yung nangyari. If we could make it as an ordinance or a resolution na ganun talaga ang mangyayari, siguro yun po ang kailangan po namin. So we could adopt po yung ilulunsad ng province po.
Yun nga po yung nami-mention ko, Mayor JC. Yung RSBSA list, kayo na po ang nagde-define. Hindi na po yung Department of Agriculture, yung regional director. Ibinigay na po yung system sa bawat municipality and city. Kaya makipag-ugnayan na lang siguro tayo kay... Baka hindi pa na-update si city agriculturist na kausapin nyo na lang.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes po. Please po. Anong name? Ano kayo name? Nanay, pakibanggit na lang po yung inyong pangalan.
Magandang hapon po, Vice Gov. May tatanungin lang po kasi ako. Kasi po yung tulad ko, bilang barangay captain po, ng Barangay Baringin Sur po, Jane Gamad po. Nakikita ko po kasi yung mga farmers ng maisan po.
Ng alin po?
Ng maisan po.
Mais, okay.
Mais po. Kasi po yung pag nagbibigay po sila ng binhi po, hiniling po sana, may hiling po sila na dapat po, kung magbigay po sila is, hindi, dapat yung, kung 40 ang farmers dun sa isang barangay, dapat po, ganun din po ang ibibigay nila. Kasi pag may binibigay, 10 lang po, tapos 40 yung farmers dun na, dun sa palayan, parang may kwan po
Sa
sila.
palayan o sa maisan?
Sa maisan po.
Maisan.
Maisan pala. Kasi po yung 10, kulang naman po sa 40 na may maisan po. Kaya naghati-hati po sila. Tapos po yung binhi, sabi nila po, dapat po sana yung binhi na kailangan nila po, ang hinihiling po ng may maisan po is sana yung binhi na po na talagang kailangan nila na tutuburin po na kwan po. Kasi yung binibigay po kasi, yung iba po hindi tumutubo, Vice. Kaya kung maari po daw, pag yung mais daw na itatanim nila is yung talagang tutubo po. At yun po ang parang hinahanaing nila dun sa amin po, na sana yung bigay nilang mais na binhi, dapat rin na, kasi parang may narinig pa ako na parang nilalagay nila sa ibang sako.
Sa ibang?
Sa ibang sako po, na bago yung sako, pero yung laman niya is parang luma na po. May narinig po talaga akong ganun.
Yan po yung galing region.
Yes po.
Okay. Wag po kayong mag-alala, Apo Kapitana. Yung nabanggit nyo na yan, hindi lang problema dito sa inyong barangay o sa syudad ng Kawayan. Problema yan sa buong bansang Pilipinas. At tinatalakay na po ito kasalukuyan po sa Kongreso. Ang ating Speaker of the House, ang ating minamahal na Congressman Bogie D., ang siya pong nakatutok dito at tinutugunan ng pansin po ito. Ang gusto nga pong gawin ng ating minamahal na Speaker Bogie D. ay ibaba na mismo sa mga municipality or cities dito po sa buong bansang Pilipinas nang sa ganon, una, hindi na nauhuli kasi nauhuli parate ang pagbibigay. Tama po ba? Nakapagtanim na at lahat, wala pang inputs. Yun ang isa. Pangalawa, hindi nyo gusto yung brand o yung tatak ng inputs o seeds na natatanggap nyo. Yung nabanggit nyo nga, sana yung tumutubo. So, ang maganda dito sa magiging panibagong setup, hopefully next year, ay maimplementa na po ito na idediretso na mismo sa bayan at kayo na po ang mag-i-implement at bibili ng mga kailangan nyo. So, suportahan na lang po siguro natin ang ating minamahal na Speaker at ang ating Congress para lalo po nila pong itawid itong programa na gusto po natin.
Vice, tapos po yung kung kunwari po, 40 yung may sakahan doon na maisan, tapos 10 lang po ang binibigay kasi parang naghati-hati sila. Kulang po yung...
Opo. Kaya nga po, yung problema nga po na yan na kulang, syempre hindi rin, kulang din talaga yung pondo ng Department of Agriculture. Kaya yan po ang inaalam natin kung papaano ang pinakamagandang setup po. Okay
Thank you,
po?
thank you, Vice.
Thank you, Apo
Thank you
Kapitan,
po.
sa inyong ano.
Thank you po.
Tinatawagan po namin si Ma'am Sylvia Domingo from the City Cooperative Office.
Good afternoon, everyone. Unang-una ay nagpapasalamat po kami dito sa lungsod ng Kawayan at dito po naganap ang Sangguniang Panlalawigan Session. At dito po ngayong hapon ay maipaparating namin ang mga iba't ibang mga hinahing issues, challenges, hindi lang dito sa lungsod ng Kawayan, maging sa lalawigan ng Isabela. And it's my first time na ma-face-to-face ang ating Vice ngayon at sila na ang Vice Governor. Congratulations po, Vice.
Thank you.
And gusto ko lang magpasalamat. I am Sylvia Domingo, the City Cooperative Officer and presently the Chairperson of the Provincial Cooperative Development Council. Tayo po kasi ang nag-host, ang lalawigan ng Isabela, nung Regional Cooperative Month Celebration. Co-host po ang Kawayan City, maging doon sa 26 Governor FND Awards for Cooperatives. And maraming salamat po sa tulong ng ating provincial government, headed by, of course, our Governor and, of course, our Vice Governor. Ngayon po, ang hinihiling ko po, Vice, na sana ay matulungan niyo po ang mga different municipality, lalong-lalo na ngayon at Republic Act 11523 na, creating the city or municipal cooperative officers na sana ma-create sa different municipalities. Dito sa lalawigan ng Isabela, fortunately, meron pa lang pong 9 municipalities, 1 cities, and 8 municipalities na meron pong cooperative officers. Ito po ay position na po, it's a mandatory, it's a Republic Act na po. Through the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, And of course, your leadership, sana matulungan niyo po kami na ma-encourage ang ating different mayors na ma-create ang position ng mga dito sa lalawigan ng Isabela para lalo nating mapagtibay, mapaganda, maisaayos ang mga different cooperatives natin dito sa lalawigan. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Manang Sylvia. Ipapasa po namin sa Committee on Cooperatives headed by Board Member Angelica Reyes. So, yung iyong concern para talakayin po natin ito. Thank you po, ma'am.
May we also call Sir Victor D. Jr., Liga ng mga Barangay President of Kawayan City.
Thank you, Madam. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat, lalong-lalo po sa mga miyembro ng Sangguniang Panglalawigan sa pangunguna po ni Vice Governor Kiko D. At syempre sa mga kasama ko po sa LGU Kawayan at sa Liga ng mga Barangay Kawayan City Chapter. Mr. Chair, kanina po nung nagsimula po tayo mag-open forum ay inikutan ko po saglit ang ating mga kasamang barangay officials at gusto ko lang pong ipadala sa inyo ang kanilang mensahe. Alam niyo po, Mr. Chair, na dati po, alam niyo naman po nung panahon po na kayo din po ay isang punong barangay, kasabay ko po nung sa Liga, ay kada taon po nakakatanggap po ang ating mga barangay ng AIP na I think 150,000. Pero simula, kada taon po yun. Pero nung simula po nung na-distribute sa amin ng ating mga bro trucks, ay natigil po yun. Kaya ang gusto pong malaman ng ating mga kasama mula sa Liga ay kung maaari po bang maibalik na po yung AIP na natatanggap nila at kung hindi pa man po ay kailan po ba nilang pwedeng i-resume yun dahil alam ko po na yung bro trucks nga po yung mga naging kapalit po ng AIP. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.
Maraming salamat, Honorable Victor Jr. Regarding po dyan sa matter po na yan, ang ating mahal po na Governor Rodita Albano ay, ang pagkakaalam ko, ang halaga ng bro truck natin is more or less 1 million pesos. So yung natatanggap natin nung nakaraan ay 150,000 per year. Tama po ba? Tama po ba? 150 ba o 200? Magkano ba yung natatanggap nyo yearly? Noon, 150. So kung isusuma total nyo po, yung halaga ng truck kung 1 milyon yan, kung ilan taon bago malilikom yun, kung 1 million divided, saan yung accountant natin kanina? 1 million divided by 150,000, ilan yun? Ilan taon yun? Yung accountant natin, si Mr. Ano pangalan si accountant? Ilan yun? Ilan taon yun? 1 million divided by 150,000. 6. Oh, 100. 1 million divided by 150. So, in 6.6 years nyo makukuha yun. Ang ginawa ng ating Governor Rodito Albano, sa loob lang ng 2 taon, yung 1,018 barangays ng buong lalawigan ng Isabela ay binigyan natin ng mga bro trucks. At lahat po yun ay yun na nagagamit. So, ang sa akin po, iba-iba yung programa, iba-iba yung diskarte. Pero ang importante po sa lahat, ito pong lahat ng programa na ito ay nakakatulong sa ating mga barangay at sa ating mga kabarangayan. Kaya para po sa akin, ako rin po, naging barangay official, magpasalamat po tayo sa mga biyayang ganito. Kasi alam niyo po, bukod tangi po tayo sa buong, masabi ko siguro sa Region 2, na binibigyan pansin ang ating mga barangay at binibigyan ng importansya. Kasi po, ang minamahal po natin na Governor Rodito Albano, kasama din po ni Speaker Bogie D, kasama po kaming lahat na nandito, ang mga board members, kami po lahat sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan, ay talagang ang barangay ay kumbaga ang pundasyon ng lahat. Kung wala kayo, nako, hindi kami magsasucceed. Yung bagyo, baka hindi tayo zero casualty. Lahat kayo, pati nung panahon ng pandemic, kayo rin ang talagang tumutugon ng pansin na yan. Alam ko rin na hindi kayo masyado nababanggit at walang kahit anong benepisyo. Tama po ba yun? Pero yung sakripisyo nyo talaga ay todo-todo na kahit sarili nyong buhay ay sinasakripisyo nyo. Kaya wag naman kayong mag-alala. Bagamat nagbago ang pondo natin, nagbago ang pinaglaanan, pero yung pagmalasakit po at pagbigay ng importansya po ni Governor Rodito Albano ay parating nandyan para sa inyo. Kaya palakpakan nyo naman bawat isa. Okay, may katanungan pa? Dalawa pa.
Barangay Captain Dennis de la Cruz of Barangay Buena Suerte.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Sa ating mga city councilors, mayors, vice mayor, good afternoon sa lahat ng sa atin dito sa bulwagan na ito. I am Dennis de la Cruz, Barangay Captain ng Barangay Benasuerte of West Tabacal Region, sir. In connection, yung sinasabi mo kanina, Vice, doon sa Rodito, kaming lahat dito sa Kawayan City ay pinagsasubmit kasi ng deed of use of proc, yung sasakyan na yon. Ano bang ibig sabihin yon?
Kailangan ko makita yung papel kung ano yung pinasasubmit sa inyo para mabasa ko po.
Yes, sir.
Pero ang use of proc usually...
Ang use of proc is temporary ownership, di ba?
Kasi nga po, ang nangyayari po, minsan, pagka nasira, ang nagre-repair pa minsan Kapitolyo. Kaya kung totally donated na po kasi sa inyo, tapos nasira at ipapakiusap niyong gawin ng provincial government ng Isabela, hindi na po ito pwedeng gawin ng provincial government kasi na-donate na po sa inyo. Kaya ang naging desisyon ay i-use of rock. Yun ang pagkakaalam ko po.
Yes, sir. Thank you sa
It's my knowledge.
Yes, sir. Isa pang concern ko dito sa West Tabacal Road, sa provincial road natin, sir, is medyo sira yung daan namin, boss. Sirang-sira yung daan namin dito sa West Tabacal from Barangay Labinab up to Barangay Benasuerte.
May gusto atang sabihin si Mayor JC tungkol doon.
Yes. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Apo Kapitan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, nabanggit po ni Cap, isa po talaga yan sa naging problema, but siguro hindi napansin ni Cap yan dun sa live ko, sa aking live sa Facebook, na meron na po tayong pondo for that, amounting to 50 million pesos. So, starting from Barangay Labinab all the way to Santa Luciana, mapapalitan na po lahat yan. Dumadaan lang po tayo sa bidding process at galing po kasi ito sa DP. So nagkaroon po tayo ng problema dahil sa mga nangyari sa ating national government. Kaya ako po humingi ng paumanhin. But asahan niyo po, inahabol po natin yan na bago po magsimula, bago matapos ang taon na ito ay makapagsimula na po at ayusin na po yung buong provincial road na po yan all the way from Labinab at papunta po ng San Luis. So Santa Luciana. So maging maayos po. At karagdagan po, yung mga ilaw po natin doon ay mapapalitan na rin po ng gaya ng mga bagong, hindi po yung gaya ng malaking-malaki but yung mga naunang solar lights. So West and East Tabacal po ay yung buong stretch po na yun, yung dating may ilaw, mapapalitan po ng mas malakas at mas magandang ilaw na rin po. Yan na po. Thank you po, Mr.
Thank you, Mayor JCT. So, Cap, nasagot na yung problema mo. DP yun? DP yung budget? May katanungan ba? Okay, isa ba?
Ms. Hazel Villanueva of Barangay SK of Marabulig 1.
Good afternoon po sa lahat. Mr. Chair, on behalf of the SK Federation of Kawayan, may mga katanungan lang po kami tungkol po sa Bro Scholar. Unang tanong po, bakit po may mga nag-a-apply sa Bro-Ed pero hindi po natatanggap? Ano po yung pinaka-main reason kung bakit po hindi sila naka-qualified? Kasi po minsan, Mr. Chair, kami po yung tinatanong po nila pero kahit sinasagot po namin yung question po nila tapos sinasabi po namin yung mga reason po na binibigay niyo po sa amin, Parang kami pa rin po yung question po nila, parang hindi po nila naiintindihan.
Ano po yung reason na binibigay po sa inyo?
Minsan po, minsan po, parang for example po, pag magkapatid po sila, hindi po sila qualified. Tapos po, di ba po, yung mga priority po, yung mga anak po ng RSPSA member po, mga farmers po natin. And then meron po kasi yung mga farmer po na hindi po qualified sa RSBSA pero may anak po silang mga kolehiyo. Pero hindi po sila nakakapasok kasi minsan po hindi po sila member ng RSBSA.
Ano pa po? Yun lang po?
May follow-up question pa po.
Sige. Sige, sagutin ko muna. Yung sa Bro Scholar po natin, ang goal po talaga niya nung nag-umpisa yan, na lahat ng anak ng magsasaka ay maging scholar, makasama sa Bro. Ang limitation lang po natin dahil nga po hindi naman natin kaya sagutin lahat ng 45,000 students ng Isabela State University sa kasalukuyan. Ang napondohan lang po kasi at nang nabibigyan natin is, if I'm not mistaken, almost 31,000 students. So may kulang pa tayo ng mga 14,000. Anyway, yung tanong nyo nga kung bakit hindi sila nasasama, yun nga, limitado ang ating pondo, number 1. Number 2, ang goal talaga is lahat ng anak ng farmers. Pangatlo, kung magkapatid nga po, automatic po yun na hindi na po qualified. Ngayon naman, nandyan ang ating city government. Alam ko, nagbibigay kayo ng sarili niyong scholarship. Ang ating mga kongresista, ganun din po. So, there are others. Yun din po kasi yung isang qualification na baka kaya sila natatanggal. Dahil kapag kasama na sila sa ibang scholarship program, automatic, hindi na rin po sila maisasama sa Bro. Kung nakatanggap sila halimbawa sa scholarship ng congressman, scholarship ng mayor, ng CHED, automatic, hindi na rin po sila makakakuha ng Bro. Yun po.
May yung second question po, may threshold po ba per municipalities or cities?
Wala pong naging threshold po. So, di ba naging online ng registration ngayon, Bro?
Yes po.
So, kung sino po yung unang makakapasok at sino yung unang makakwalify dun sa mga nakapasok, yun lang po ang maisasama. So, pero ngayon po, huwag kayong mag-alala. I was talking to Governor Rodito Albano regarding this matter, na paano natin aalamin at matutulungan talaga yung poorest of the poor. Kasi ang goal kasi talaga natin is matulungan yung mga mas nasa laylayan at mabigyan ng scholarship program po yun. At hindi na yung palakasan system. Kaya ang naisip po dito ay isang magiging requirement is yung electrical bill ng pamilya. So halimbawa, kung ang bahay na to, itong pamilya na to na nag-a-apply, ang sabi niya, 5,000 lang a month ang kanyang monthly income. Pero ang electrical bill naman niya ay 4,000. So walang maniniwala doon. So magandang basihan po ito kasi kung 300 to 500 pesos lang ang iyong electrical bill, baka bumbilya lang ang meron sa inyong tahanan. Kaya doon natin ma-identify yung poorest of the poor at yun ang ipapriority natin. Kasi po si House Speaker D, meron din nilalaan na budget from CHED na gusto niyang ibigay sa lalawigan ng Isabela. So yun din yung isang magiging basihan natin para nang sa ganun, masagot na natin lahat ng 45,000 students ng State University. So magiging tanong ngayon, paano yung mga nasa private? Una, kung nasa private ka, ibig sabihin po nun, may pambayad po tayo. Kaya po tayo pumapasok sa private school. So, kaya ang tututukan po muna natin yung mga nasa public school, which is yung State University po natin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Meron pa pong question.
Yes po.
Meron po kasi may mga students po na applicant po natin, complete po yung requirements po nila, pero pagdating na po ng releasing, wala po silang pangalan, pero meron po silang certificate of scholarship na binigay sa kanya.
Pagdating po ng ganun, tanungin na lang po doon sa
Sa
nagbibigay
mismong ano
opo,
na po.
opo, sa mismong araw po na yun. Kasi kung meron naman na sila ng certificate, that means pasok sila. Pero kung wala siguro ng listahan, baka ano lang, technical error lang po dun sa pag-print ng computer or what not.
Thank you po, Mr.
Thank you po.
Chair.
Ang tanong ko po, may tanong din ako naman sa'yo. Anong opinion mo dun sa mga sinabi ko?
Yung sa mga sinabi mo po ay okay naman po, Vice Gov. Ganun po, i-explain na lang po namin or ipapaabot po namin sa mga kabataan po na nasasakupan po namin yung explanation po ninyo para po mas maintindihan po nila ng mas maayos po.
Yung opinion mo dun sa parang ang magiging basihan na natin yung electrical bill to identify the poorest of the poor
Opo,
families.
opo. Parang yung sinabi niyo po, yung salary niya po is 5,000 pero yung bill po nila is 4,000. Parang niloloko naman po yung
Exactly.
committee po.
Kaya
po
magandang
ganun po.
maging basihan yung electrical bill, di
Opo.
ba?
Thank you po, Mr.
thank you.
Chair.
Katanungan pa po? Yes, Apo Vice Mayor.
Mr. Chair, may idadagdag lang po ako dun sa sinabi ko kanina. Pero po, ito po ay patungkol sa na nagsara na hospital po ninyo ng province dito sa may part ng Forest Region na nakikita namin po na ito po ay makakatulong sa aming mga kabaranggayan, lalong-lalo na sa part po ng Forest at Iztabakal. Kung maaari po na i-donate o mapahiram po sa city government para sa ganun po ay mapaayos po namin at matauhan po ng mga doktor, Mr. Chair.
Sige, magsulat na kayo ng letter para ilabi po natin ito kay Governor Rodito Albano and I'm sure papayag siya at baka dagdagan pa niya ng alokasyon yan para suportahan yung programa na yan. Napakaganda. Maraming salamat, Apo Vice Mayor.
Thank you po, po Vice. Sinulit ko na
Oo.
dito. Thank you po.
Nandito na tayo eh. Sulitin nyo na. May katanungan pa? Pag tungkol kay ano, hindi ko sasagutin. Honorable Thea Aves.
Thank you po, Mr. Chair. Isunod ko lang din po doon yung issues po dun sa hospital. Kasi po yung district hospital po natin dito is under pa rin po, di ba, ng provincial. Marami po kasing dumadating na mga concerns po sa aming mga tanggapan tungkol po doon sa mga serbisyo na sa mga kakulangan po. Hindi po kaya pwedeng ma-upgrade po natin yung services na ibinibigay po ng ating district hospital dito po sa Kawayan.
Huwag kayong mag-alala, Honorable Thea Aves, and sa lahat ng taga-City of Kawayan. Kasi po, isa po yan sa mga priority programs ng ating mahal na Governor Rodito Albano. Sa katunayan po niyan, binilinan po kami. Sino ba yung Committee on Health? Si Honorable Totep, di ba? Sino bang Health? Ay, Doc Agnes, sila Doc Totep Calderon, binilinan kami ng ating mahal na Governor Rodito Albano na tutukan mabuti ang mga district at saka provincial hospital natin. At etong taon po na to, if I'm not mistaken, ang nakaraan na congressman natin, Honorable Ino D, may nakalaan na pondo dyan na 30 million for the upgrade. Tapos maglalaan din ang pagkakaalam ko ang lalawigan para ayusin yung district hospital natin. Dahil bumisita rin ako nung birthday month ko, nakita ko yung sitwasyon dyan at nararamdaman ko yung,
Yes.
yung sentimiento nyo. Kaya huwag kayong mag-alala. Tututukan po namin ito.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you
po.
Thank you. Meron pa po? Ito na, city agriculturist natin. Si Kuya Carlo po may tanong?
Good afternoon po, Mr. Chair, at sa lahat po ng nandirito. Sa amin pong sektor ng agrikultura dito, ang tinutulungan po ng DA ay mga registered farmers. Narinig ko kanina yung sabi po ni SK kanina, yung regarding po sa mga kabataan na anak po ng mga farmers na rehistrado sa RSBSA. Nais ko lang pong sabihin kay SK po muna na pwede po kayong magparehistro yung inyo pong mga parents under po doon sa landless farm workers. Yung mga parents po natin, yung mga kasama po natin na wala pong lupain, pwede po sila magparehistro sa RSBSA, Mr. Chair. Under po sila sa farm worker category. Then ang tanong ko po, para po sa kapakanan ng aming pong mga landless farm workers, kung meron po bang pwedeng i-request o mapondohan po na programa para naman po sa amin pong mga...
Naunahan ka na kanina po, City Agriculturist, binanggit na po ng ating minamahal na Vice Mayor dito sa inyong syudad. Yun nga, ang unang sabi ko kasi, kailangan natin alamin yung listahan. Hinahanap kita kanina eh. Na sabi ko nga yung RSBSA list, nasa inyo na. Kayo nang nag-edit, kayo nang gumagawa, etc. So yung tulong naman na naibibigay, kung nasusundan natin yung national sa Kongreso, napapakinggan naman natin na gusto na nilang i-allocate or i-download sa kada LGU para kayo nang masunod. So yun na lang yung antayin natin at antabayanan natin. Pero bagamat ganon, paparating pa rin namin sa national na ahensya yung concerns natin regarding this matter. Pero sabi ko nga, sana i-define yung farm laborer. Ito bang farm laborer na to? Ito ba ay hinahire lang at sinisweldohan ng farm owner para magsaka o magtanim? O ito ba ay tenant or kausap ng farm owner para sila na yung magsaka at magsosyo sila at siya na ang lahat bahala mamuhunan? Papaano? So kayo dapat ang mag-define nun, magkaroon tayong category. Kaya nga siguro one of these days, ipapatawag namin ulit ang ating mga municipal and city agriculturists at pag-usapan din natin yun at talakayan natin yung bagay na yun. Kasi nung last meeting natin, ang tinalakay lang natin is yung farm owners. So, yun lang po.
Thank you po.
Okay, thank you po. At tanungan pa po? Wala na? Okay na? So, kami po, lahat ng mga ating mga sangguniang panlalawigan, ang Kapitolyo, ang lalawigan ng Isabela ay taus-pusong, pamahalaang lalawigan ng Isabela ay taus-pusong nagpapasalamat po sa City of Kawayan. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. The floor leader is recognized.
Your Honor, with the conclusion of the public consultation, I move for the restoration of the plenary rules.
There is a motion for the restoration of the plenary rules. Any second? Any objections? Hearing none, the motion is duly approved. Rules restored.
Your Honor, there being no other business in the agenda, I now move that this session be adjourned.
There is a motion for adjournment. Is there any second? Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion having been duly seconded and there being no objection, this session is hereby adjourned. Dun lang